Hello and welcome, Virgo. I am Pisces Intuition here with your weekly reading. Alright, so Virgo, keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate with your situation. That's okay. Just take what does and leave the rest behind. Alright, so Virgo, this is going to be messages that you've been waiting to hear. So this could be someone that you're in separation from, maybe just kind of wanting to, hear a certain message that maybe they're not telling you. So again, it's going to resonate differently for everybody. So let's just see what comes out. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Arrows. So this could be kind of talking about someone that you could be in no communication with, or just kind of taking a break from, kind of, little pause, little time out here. You do have the Five of Arrows, you have Wisdom, you have the King of Cups, and then you have the Prince of Staves. Okay. So I do feel there's a little bit of almost self-sabotaging energy. But I do feel like it's an inner knowing of this connection can be worked out, but it's going to take communication. But I feel like that's where we hit a brick wall, where we're kind of stuck, is definitely the lack of communication. I do feel there's some feelings here, though. But I kind of feel like they're being either hidden or just kind of kept secret, because I don't feel like you're communicating about feelings. Let's see. You could definitely be hearing some good news, possibly taking some action here. Or it kind of feels like communication is coming in towards you. I feel like in a sense you're kind of self-sabotaging, thinking maybe this person doesn't have feelings for me. Maybe, maybe I'm just feeling all of this for them, but they're not on the same page. But I feel like they are. They're just having a hard time expressing it, or they don't know how to express it. Could be a little bit of fear getting in the way. But I do feel like this person is going to be opening up to you. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, this is kind of taking, like a little pause, a little break from this person, kind of pulling back, because I kind of feel like both of you are pulling away from each other. Not so much that it's like ending, but just kind of, taking some time. It's almost, I keep getting like almost like a back and forth energy. Like, we're talking, we're doing good, but then it's like something gets to be a little bit too much, so somebody pulls away. But then it's like, I can't, I don't want to be away from you, so let's try this again. Oh, but then I get scared, so I'm going to kind of, disappear for a few days. I keep getting that's the situation going on for some of you as well. Okay. All right, so you do have the Eight of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords, and then you have the Artist. So I do feel like somebody could have possibly, walked away or is pulling their energy away from this situation. And again, I feel it's pulling away out of fear. What if the feelings aren't reciprocated? Because again, I do feel like somebody is kind of keeping their feelings under wraps. They haven't been quite open with them yet. And again, I do feel that's, because there's some fear there. Possibly fear of rejection, possibly fear of what if this doesn't work out? I'm making myself vulnerable, putting my feelings out there. With the Queen of Swords, like I said, I definitely feel like this situation needs some open, honest communication. With the Artist, this is still saying there's a lot of potential here. I don't feel this is over. I do feel this situation is definitely what you make of it. I kind of feel like somebody's really kind of getting into their head, though. Almost like that Eight of Swords energy. Kind of overthinking, just kind of like wanting to kind of give up. And just say, obviously this person doesn't feel the same way, so I'm just going to leave. But it's like I can't quite leave, or I don't want to leave. But at the same time, they're not saying anything. Okay. So clarifying the card of wisdom here, this would be the High Priestess in Standard Tarot. We do have the Eight of Wands, we have the Chariot, and then we have the King of Swords. So I really do feel like there is going to be some communication. Again, there's that inner knowing of just, you know, keeping some feelings secret for sure, but also kind of knowing that there is something here. It kind of, I keep getting like two different energies in a way of like one person definitely knows like there's something here. That's why I don't want to give up. I don't want to walk away. I don't want to leave the situation because I know how I feel. And I know you've got to be feeling this too. But because this person is holding back and not really saying how they feel, it's like you start to kind of second guess yourself, second guess your intuition. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this person doesn't have the same feelings I do. Maybe this is unrequited. So again, I do feel, you know, again, that little bit of Eight of Swords type of energy of just feeling kind of stuck and just kind of getting in your head, you know, kind of worry, stress things. But I do feel there's going to be some communication. I do feel there's going to be some opening up because we have the King of Swords and then we have the Queen of Swords here. So while both of you really aren't making that first move or really kind of saying anything, kind of putting yourselves out there, it's like you're kind of waiting for the other person to do this. I do feel like one person does put down their sword. One person does finally approach the situation and opens it with, you know, open, honest communication here of putting feelings out on the floor, on the table, so that way we can move the situation forward. Yeah. Because I do feel there's a fear of losing you. Or for some of you, it kind of feels like, you know, have they already lost you? So for some of you, you could be thinking this is over. Yeah. Yeah, because clarifying the King of Cups, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So I definitely feel there's some heartbreak here. For some of you, there's absolutely no communication. So there is, like I said, a break in the connection. You know, some healing going on both sides. So no communication, no talking, just kind of wondering, like, is this it? Is this over? For others of you, this is kind of off and on, kind of back and forth. With the Five of Swords, this is definitely some struggle here. Again, self-sabotage. Knight of Cups, what if I offer up my emotions and it's unrequited? What if I speak up, again, making myself vulnerable and, you know, we're not on the same page? What if this person wants something different? Then I'm going to get hurt. So somebody not wanting to take that risk, but knowing they need to, because how else are they going to know unless that risk is taken? Okay, so clarifying the last card. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Star card. So, you know, there is hope. I do feel there is healing. I do feel, you know, the Chariot follows the star. So it's definitely taking you where you belong. Clarifying that Prince of Staves, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, there's that struggle happening. You know, is this the end? Should I walk away? Should I let this go? Or do I want to fight for my happiness? For some of you, this is kind of talking about a third-party situation, wondering if this person's moved on. Or this person could be in a relationship that is ending. I keep getting this different ways, but I feel the connection between the two of you strong. Again, yeah, there's some struggle, fighting for an ending or fighting to continue to grow this. Fighting for that abundance, that Ten of Pentacles. So somebody's still at that crossroads, or maybe both of you are still at that crossroads. But I do see action. I do feel like someone knows and is figuring out like what they could be losing, kind of connecting the dots back to where their heart truly feels at home. And they're just kind of, you know, struggling. They're, you know, kind of at war with themselves. You know, what do I want to do? I'm going to have to make this move. I'm going to have to put myself out there. Take that risk. And I feel like it's coming here, Virgo. All right, so since this is messages from your person, let's go ahead and get some messages, what they want you to know, what they want to say that maybe they just haven't yet. Okay, that one wanted to flip. So when you jump, I jump. So again, kind of waiting for the other person to make the move type of situation. It doesn't feel like you're making the move. It doesn't feel like they've made the move yet. But I do feel like one of you are going to end up taking that risk. And I feel like this is your person making that move to come back to you. I love you more than you will ever know. Okay. Beautiful. Very self-explanatory. Like I said, a lot of love here, a lot of feelings. They may not have, verbally, like vocalized this yet, but it's coming. Like I said, it just kind of feels like there's a lot of fear here. Or there's something kind of in the way from them being able to express, how they truly feel. Okay, so I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. All right, let's get one more. Okay, so then we have broken. So the damage has already been done and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. Okay, so we did have, the card of wisdom. Again, that's the high priestess. So she often does kind of talk about secrets. For me, this is more feeling like the secret that this person was keeping was how they feel about you. For some of them, this is still kind of being broken from the past. Again, needing to kind of heal before they know how to move this forward, not wanting to open up because, again, that puts them in a very vulnerable position on getting hurt all over again. So that's kind of what's going on there. I'm also keep getting, again, for some of you, there is like a third party situation going on. There could be another person involved. And so maybe that's, something else that they've kind of hidden. Or again, I keep going back to they had to hide feelings because there is another person involved. So again, however it's resonating for you, I do feel like, there's definitely been some damage done. Again, I feel that risk of losing you because not opening up due to lack of communication, due to fear. So I do feel like, again, this person's going to be working on that. Okay. So we have heartbroken and we have mirror. So heartbroken says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. Well, I don't necessarily feel like this is over. Like I said, I do feel like for some of you, there's no communication. It does kind of feel like an ending because someone is trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces and should I just walk away? Is this connection truly done and over? So again, feeling very heartbroken, I feel on both sides. With mirror, we have mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, and introspection. So I do feel, again, somebody's having to really kind of take that deep look within, kind of figure some things out. I feel like both of you are mirroring a lot of the emotions, a lot of the heartbreak, a lot of the, the hurt, the sadness. But again, no communication. Nobody's taking that step yet. So I do feel like there's a lot of healing going on in this situation, or definitely need to start healing. But I do feel there's going to be communication here. I do feel like this person's going to come back. Like I said, there's definitely a struggle kind of going on right now. A lot of inner conflict is what I keep getting the most. So, all right, well, Virgo, that is what I have for you. So thank you so very much for watching. Have a great rest of the week. And as usual, take care.